This video is basically an analysis of on the characters of Knights of Eternity. Enjoy this animation and I will see you. This is basically my second part of this series. This series is known as the complementary series, in which I break down characters, have strategic analysis on them, and try my best to understand these characters as well as break the character down for you. If you enjoy this series, please have a like and subscribe, and let's just start the video. A while back, I was very bored, so I found Knights of Eternity. This game is basically what you can say a fan inspired animatronics where animatronics chase you down. But still, you can play this, and this is a nice asymmetrical horror game. I recommend it too. Or we can say the roster currently exists of at least 5 survivors and 3 killers. The 3 killers are Freddy, Foxy, and Springtrap. Then the 5 survivors are the starter, security guard, and phone guard. Then there are crying child, Henry, and let me think. Yes, Michael. Don't forget Michael, because you will remember him because he does play a big part in FNAF. But we're not talking about, you can say, Five Nights at Freddy's here. We're talking about Knights of Eternity. So this is the starting roster. Now we will go over the starting characters, or what is basically simplified as starters. There are two options that you can have: a survivalist, aka you can say the guard, and then you have telephone, or you can say the phone guy as the sentinel. And then for the basic killer that you do get is somewhat of a rush down, but does not require that much strategy, is easy to learn, which the name of that killer is Springtrap. Now, if you're saying that this sounds a little familiar, I can get that. But the game has its own aura, has its own things, and there is like a freaking skin that I like from this game. So I feel like this is plenty enough for a starting kit. And first of all, guard is a fully survivalist that has a pizza to heal, and instead of having, you can say, called a not a Coca-Cola, sorry, I meant a Bloxy Cola for speed. He instead has overtime, which lets him get a speed, and his overtime is connected to the pizza heal. Then he has the Freddy mask, which lets him become invisible and you can say undetectable. This is actually the counter to the first starter killer called Springtrap. And then you have I forgot. Why am I mixing telephone guy with, phone guy with telephone? Let me just stop thinking about that. I think it might be something from which I used to watch, but I forgot. So yeah, basically I'm trying to say that phone guy is a sentinel that can stunt in front of you. A hitbox spawns with you taunt the killer. That's the ability name. Don't say anything to me. And then there is the freaking ability that I feel isn't overpowered, and he has a passive. The passive is the times that you land the stun makes your health longer, and this is very good in game design. But the problem is that landing a stun isn't that going to be easy. And another thing, after that, if you have loosened some health, you can go and regenerate your health. He's like Seletsky, or if he did not have a sword, instead he would scream at the killer, and instead of fried chicken, you have repair. I'm not saying that this game is copy paste. I'm saying that it's something, a nice mess up and an analysis sorts. Get it? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm talking too much. Bye. No, sorry. Ah! is taking me much longer than I expected. So let me just simply tell you how I think about the other characters. Crying Child is the healer, which has an ability that is basically similar to, I don't know, someone's ability that I cannot point fingers at, but still, I do remember that it was something familiar to that. Yep, it's like dispenser, but it's like an active ability and has a larger radius, and you can heal. Then you have plasma beam in the disguise of a torch that you can sign at the killer, that that locks their ability for 2 seconds and does not give anything to you afterwards, while having the lowest HP of all them all. And I get that because it's all of them are pretty hard to deal. So yeah. Now the two last are Michael. Michael is a builder man. If he was selfish, he places a sock wave thingy. I don't remember what is it, but still it's something. And then you get a speed boost if you're Michael and you have placed it, and you can run away from the killer. So it's like a chase starter, or it's like something that you can use during an active chase, but it's not the most reliable thing. Then you have Henry. Henry is basically chance if he was a little different. You have a gauntlet that you can turn, you have block, punch, and you have a passive that slowly makes you weaker. So yep. And another thing, you instead of having coin flip, you have gauntlet flip. That's not the actual name. I don't remember the actual name, okay? That's what I made up. Okay? Get everyone. And why am I using this? Oh, so, by the way, this is all of the survivors. Now we're going to talk about hashtag or the two last killers that are left. First is Freddy. Freddy is a basic trapper who has, for some reason, has, you can say, something equivalent to a you rage and paste, and you have Foxy. Foxy is just a rust down, and he's basically cool kid in the disguise of having a large dash move that lets you regenerate stamina. I'm not going to criticize this game for not having originality because I get it. It's hard to make a game, and I'm not the kind of person who knows how games are built. Even if I have good ideas, it doesn't mean that I'm recognizing every single system that I see in front of me. Haha. Yeah. So basically, this is the end of me ranting about a game that I think I like. In a later video, I'm thinking to give some ability ideas or try to make the abilities actually feel equal to the character, because right now they are somewhat miscellaneous, but it's still good. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will bringing some videos like this. So bye bye, stay tuned, and don't forget to watch my videos.